Hey, welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Ultimate Affiliate Marketing. For those on YouTube, we're here as well, so that's all good stuff. So here we are again with another daily podcast episode, and today I have a special guest. And I know every guest is special, but this guy is really special because of exactly what he's got and how he's going to help solve some problems for you. So I'm going to let I've got Gerbert Coltrane on. Gerbert, how's it going?
Yeah, thanks, Paul, for having me today. Actually, everything is going quite well. E-commerce stuff, selling
awesome.
well.
That's awesome. Now,
yeah.
I just want to say for those people which are listening, you do need to listen hard for this, because when I first spoke to Gerbert, probably I think it was yesterday, it kind of like hit a nerve, especially for those people which are using Facebook ads, and especially with all the updates that Facebook are putting out there as far as tracking and you know, the OS 14 update and all that sort of thing. And it could hurt a lot of businesses. So I just want Gerbert to explain a little bit about that, and, you know, kind of like tell us what's going on at the moment, and, you know, sort of like what's the problems people are going to be facing right now.
Sure. So Facebook, there is an issue, currently with iOS 14. So on January 7th, Apple released the public iOS 14 update, which caused a lot of Facebook advertisers. So what is the core of the issue? So Apple decided to block third-party cookies for their browser, both Safari on desktop and for Facebook app and Safari browser on mobile. So what does that mean for Facebook advertisers? So let's say you have like 10 actual conversions per day, but Facebook tracks only 6 of them, and you actually don't know where 4 conversions came from. Right. You literally don't know, because you have the conversion, but Apple blocked the tracking, and Facebook cannot recognize what was the trigger.
Right.
So this is a huge problem, and up to our data, we asked about 1,000 Facebook advertisers, and average like a 30% of actual orders in average is like a lack due to tracking issues. So let's say you have 100 orders per day, but only 70 will be tracked. And problem is currently already live, and in the future, Google Chrome on desktop will join the party, and 2021 year is the last year when Google allows to track third-party cookies. So this problem won't be solved by itself. Problem will be only become bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I understand that, and obviously from an advertiser's point of view, they want to know where their conversions are coming from, because without that data, they can't accurately then go ahead and optimize their campaigns. They can't scale their campaigns, and you know, okay, yeah, they might be getting sales, but how do they know where they're going from? And you know, you could be spending money in the wrong places, which ultimately cost them on their profit.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. So tell me, you guys put together something which actually helps with this, right? Start off with the name of it and then explain exactly what it does.
Sure. So Facebook released like a counter tool for iOS 14 called Facebook Conversions API. So what does that mean? Yeah, so it all the Facebook pixels, they are tracked by browser, and they are called browser site tracking. Yeah, so you add the small Facebook code snippet code on your page, and when user loads this page, event is triggered, and you receive a conversion or event in your Facebook Ads Manager, right?
Yeah.
But now all these events are blocked by Apple. So even if you add these events, most of them won't be tracked. So
Right.
there are some exceptions, like Apple allows to track up to 8 events per website, but those events can be like page views, view content, and so on. But actually 8 events is like a very small amount if you run like a huge funnel of several steps. Yeah. So what is the alternative to overcome the issue? So Facebook releases the server-side tracking, yeah, not the browser-side like events based on website, but server-side. So what does that mean? So you install the like a third-party software directly, which is directly integrated to your website builder. So it can be like ClickFunnels or DropFunnels or like Shopify or WordPress on so on and so on. So this is a platforms on where your website is built. Yeah. So software is integrated directly to your platform, and then conversion appears. Let's say like you received a lead, yeah, an email with the name, or let's say you received a purchase with all the order details. So this purchase or lead appears in your order management system, yeah, where you track your results. So our software takes this info, takes these leads, and from the server, and sent it directly to Facebook server by bypassing browser site, page loading events.
Right. Okay.
So this is like in a nutshell how it works.
Cool. I mean, that obviously sounds like, that's the way forward. So, I was just literally just looking through the site. So, as far as I understand, this is going to fill that gap up between the lost conversions and true conversions, because I mean, I've seen a few Facebook ads out there which, promise better tracking and stuff like that, but I don't think people really fully understand the power of having properly tracked ads. So where do you think it's going to be most beneficial for people? What, give us some examples of, like before and afters.
Sure. So let's say you spent $1,000 for Facebook ads every day, and you receive like 50 conversions. So totally, like you have CPA of $20 per conversion. Yeah. But problem is that only 40 conversion is tracked by Facebook.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't know where those 10 conversions came from, and maybe these 10 conversions came from the one ad set with the budget of $50. Yeah. So your average conversion cost per result is like $5, and you don't know actually how to manage, how to optimize your budget, how to make a data-driven decision, how to make profitable and scale this ad or ad set or campaign, because your lack of actual conversion amount. So that's why we have integrated Capybox with like ClickFunnels and other platforms to leverage Facebook advertisers to like scale their businesses.
Yeah, I understand that, man. And I'm by no means a Facebook expert whatsoever, but from what I understand is that there are settings where Facebook will kind of like take over your optimization. And if they're not getting fed the right details, then they can miss out on this optimization side of things, right? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong on this one, but I understand that it will, if it's getting conversions on one particular ad set, it will send more of your budget to that ad set, right? But if the tracking's off, it can't do it. So you're going to be less profitable. Is that how it works?
Yeah, exactly. So if you like optimize budgets automatically, yeah, by Facebook. So Facebook doesn't receive a response from a feedback from your website about the conversions. So they don't know where to spend more money to optimize the budget. So automatically you burn money and you don't receive the maximum amount of possible conversions at this moment. So that's why you need as accurate as possible ads tracking. So this is like in a nutshell the main purpose for Facebook advertisers to run server-side tracking, this to bypass iOS and other third-party cookies restrictions.
Cool. So I want to talk about Capybox in particular, because obviously this is your program, this is your baby, this is the solution for people, right? So let's just, obviously we talked about how it bypasses the iOS 14 restrictions and gets more accurate data and all that good stuff. Is it limited to how many websites or funnels that you can have connected?
No, actually, we allow to connect as many funnels, websites, as many campaigns, as many conversions be tracked as you want. So we provide unlimited access at the moment for Capybox. Yeah. Also, one more feature what Capybox has and other platforms do not. If you, let's say, have a main purchase on your order form and then like several upsell pages. So currently Facebook doesn't track upsell values. So you can have like average order value of $200 because of your upsell products, but you track only $100. So Capybox takes all of the values into one place,
right?
Sum them up and then send to Facebook. So this is like a huge opportunity and huge benefit for Facebook advertisers to manage return on ad spend directly in their Facebook ads managers.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, from my personal experience, I have a funnel where I had it set up. We had like $7 product, a $37 order bump, and then a $197 OTO1, a $97 OTO2, and then I think the third was, you know, OTO for about $500. And what I was finding was that even when the sales come in, the figures were just completely different. You know, it was just not the same. And, you know, when you're running a bunch of ads and you are spending, I mean, even if you're on the low side, spending like $50 to $100 a day, you kind of want to know what ads are working, right? So, you know, because it is important, and you think, oh, great, I had a sale. And it's so easy for people when they're starting out to think, right, well, I spent $50 in ads, but I made 100. That's cool, brilliant. But what they should be thinking is, where did that 100 come from? How can I then optimize that amount that I'm spending so that my return on investment is even better? Because that kind of makes sense for me. I mean, I was running at one point to that funnel. I was running probably I was running 4 different ad sets, and inside of each ad set 3 or 4 different creatives, so up to like 12 different ads right there. And you know, it would say, okay, right, well, you got a conversion on that one, and I'd go, okay, cool, yeah. But then the cost per conversion was crazy, and then the amount that it showed as the conversion was off as well, because you just can't set it up. It's not easy for people to set up that sort of stuff inside of Facebook. It can be massively overwhelming, really, really hard for people to do. So if what you're saying is kind of like helps people get over that and makes it a much simpler process, I think that, you know, it's definitely worth, you know, it's, yeah, it sounds like an awesome tool, man. And what, so let me just go through this again. So it tracks the conversions, and you get obviously 100% accurate Facebook data because you're bypassing the usual way of doing it. You've got unlimited websites you can put it on, and you can make unlimited conversions. Is that right? So you can change it around like that.
Exactly.
And of course, you don't, you know, from a privacy point of view, you're not giving your personal FB account to a third-party service or anything like that. And what's even better is, I understand there's a free trial for people to check it out as well.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. We have a 7-day free trial. So you can connect your funnels to Capybox to see how it works, to see how it tracks ads, to see if you're satisfied with ads tracking. So yeah, definitely we give that absolutely for free for 7 days to check people to see if Capybox fits their needs and solves their problems. And also, like, price for Capybox is like $39 per month.
That's
so
great.
actually, yeah, actually it's like it costs as an average Facebook conversion. So for the price of average Facebook conversion, you get a super valuable tool which helps you to manage and to stay profitable on your Facebook ads.
Yeah, it's the way I look at any tool or software or anything like that you purchase. You've got to receive a return on investment, right? So if it's making you more money than it costs, then it's worth keeping, right? It's as simple as that.
Definitely.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I have used ClickFunnels for a very long time. I make more money using ClickFunnels than it cost me to have it, right? So that just makes sense to keep it, and that's why I've been a customer of theirs for over 4 years. I have one question about this. What
Sure.
if someone's already got their Facebook ads set up and they've already got like their so-called conversions set up, do they need to change anything within Facebook ads settings, or is it just let Capybox install it from their website and then it will just automatically just track everything properly?
Yeah, so there are some like amendments when you connect to Capybox with your funnel. So in Facebook Ads Manager, you don't need to do anything. So leave it how it works, but
Yep.
you need to make some amendments on your website. Yeah, so you need to, first of all, to add a Capybox script to the head of your website.
Yep.
You need to connect webhook with your platform. So either it's ClickFunnels or DropFunnels or other platforms. So this is the integration between Capybox and your platform. And also you need to remove conversion events code from your thank you pages. So let's say if you have like several OTOs, so in most cases you put conversion event code on your first OTO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in most cases. So you need to remove, because if you don't remove, Facebook will get duplicate purchase conversions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That pulls me on to another question. I mean, to actually put it together, I mean, I've watched a couple of the help videos and I could do this probably in about 2.5 minutes flat to actually get it installed and good to go. So the instructions were, you know, super clear as well. I think anybody can do this. If you can copy and paste and you can follow diagrams, you're okay, right? So pretty much if you can read or write, you're good. So that's a great plus, because it is obviously, you don't want it to be over technical. The one question that I did have as well is that I remember when I was setting up my ads for this particular funnel, it had like a pixel helper and you had to like select the buttons within your website. It opened your website up and you'd say, okay, and it said, right, which one's the button to convert? And you just clicked on it. How do you remove that side of things? Or is it just the fact that it's just not going to be needed anymore?
Actually, if you track events like add to cart or view content or I don't know what, initiate checkout, these are browser site events. Yeah, so they can be used like in the future, so it's not a problem. What is needed to be removed from your website is conversion events to avoid duplications, because conversions will be tracked by Capybox. Mm-hmm. Also, we contacted Facebook like several weeks ago and asked them if there is a reason to use together Facebook Pixel with Capybox, and they answered us, they recommended us to use together Facebook Pixel for browser site events like add to cart, view content, page views, and Capybox for conversion events. So the synergy of the Facebook Pixel and Capybox will give you maximum accuracy on Facebook ads tracking.
Nice, good stuff, man. I mean, it sounds pretty awesome, and it's something that I'm probably just going to go ahead and test out myself. So because if I can get a better return on investment, I think everyone's going to be happy with that. And for the price of it is crazy. I mean, if I can track just one more conversion and get a better return on investment, then, you know, it's paid for itself already. So I'm going to make sure that for everyone that's watching on YouTube, the link is going to be in the description. If you're listening on the podcast, then I'm going to make sure the link is in the show notes. You can go ahead and get yourself a free 7-day trial. And I understand it's just made so simple because I don't even need to put the credit card in, right? So it's been super cool talking about this, man. And it is a little bit technical for people, but believe me, it's not that tough, right? So if you ever want to start using retargeting ads in your business or Facebook ads in your business at any level, then I highly recommend you go ahead and get yourself a free trial, check it all out and see how you get on. So Gerbert, once again, thanks for coming on, man. It's been awesome.
Thanks, Paul, for inviting me.